In this video, I'll show you how to build a flat roof. Just start as normal and hit the R key on your keyboard. And we'll just start in the corner. And you'll just trace out whatever shape your flat roof is. Now when you close the loop, you'll have all these different faces. Now what you'll do is you'll double click out of the home. Then click once on the home. Then come over to the right side here and you'll see options for pitched and flat. Just select the flat option. And it will get rid of all your roof faces and you can see that the home is now flat. Now if we turn on Lidar, you would just select the home and then raise the height till it is matching about halfway through those dots that you can see here. Now you'll notice, A, that this Lidar is a mess, and B, is that it shows that the edges are a bit higher than the flat part. Some flat roof homes, particularly in areas like Chicago, like we're in now, those flat roofs a lot of times will have these barriers on top of them. So if we go to the map split and hit Street View, we can see this is the house we're drawing. And this edge right here is where we drew our roof to where Lidar says it is. But this right here is the start of the barriers on the side, the short little walls. Luckily, we do have Lidar that's picking those up, so we can match them up a lot more accurately. So I'm going to turn off map split. We also saw in the street view that those walls don't go all the way across the front. There's a small gap there. Now, there's a couple ways you can draw these. I'll show you how I do them first. You just hit the W key for the rectangle and square obstructions. You're just going to click and drag all the way from here to this corner. Now on the next one, you're just going to start right up next to it. You're going to drag this one all the way down to here. And you would just do that all the way around the home. Now the other way you can do it, you can use the custom shape obstruction tool by hitting Q on your keyboard. And you could actually just draw out the whole entire thing like this. It can get kind of monotonous and confusing, but basically what you want to do is trace the inside edge of the wall first. Then when you get to the top, loop around and then trace the outside edge of that same wall. And then just close the loop when you're done. And now you can see how it's created that wall for us. So there's two different ways you can draw that there. Pick whichever one works for you. Since we have Lidar picking them up, let's match these walls to it. It's saying it's pretty tall. It's about 3.5 feet. So just raise it up to Lidar. This one is all one piece like we drew, so just select it and raise all of it at once. You want to make them all the same height, so I'm going to lower this one back down to 3.4. And that's how you would draw those barriers on the flat roofs. Now, some flat roofs have these barriers, some don't. You just want to be very attentive and try and make sure whether the roof you're drawing has them or not.